343 Industries has tried to fix the outrage in the community with the XP progression system, and they somehow made it worse, at least in some aspects. Take a look. And I don't know if this was a mistake, but it certainly is better on making us feel like we're progressing, but really, the system has taken a backward step. This post has surfaced up on Reddit thanks to Pod Kramer. Basically, these are the old dailies versus the new dailies XP. The old system, which is outlined in red, is basically the XP that you're going to get during that match and the total XP that you're going to have throughout playing the game versus what is guaranteed now, which is they are rewarding 50 XP per match. This is adding up to being about 200 in about 150 to 200 hours estimate, depending on like the matches, how long they are, and yada yada, whether you're using the challenges, taking advantages of the weekly challenges and doing challenge swaps and XP boost. Obviously this is varying quite a lot, but what we're looking at is about 200 hours to complete the battle pass. I would say about 175 maybe, to say it in the middle. That sounds like a lot of game time, and it is, but if you enjoy the game so far, you're probably going to put that much time in between now and maybe by the time of season 2, at least quite a bit. You know, that is about 1 hour and a half every day, because season 2 is not releasing for 160 something days. This system is not really good because you have to play over 4 hours every day or 25 matches every day for this new XP progression system to literally be better at all. So let me back up real quick. Halo support came out. They said Halo Infinite players can now earn XP by completing Matchmade games. It doesn't matter if you lose or win, by the way, which is a huge stinker. The play one game daily challenge is worth 50 XP each. So basically there's this never-ending challenge that you get, just play and finish one game. Once you get the challenge, it just immediately becomes available, and you play another game, you get 50 XP. Doesn't matter if you win or lose, which I think is seriously a buzzkill and doesn't really promote players actually trying to win. But I do think that there should be, someone actually said it, 100 XP to win and 50 XP for just playing. That seems like a good solution. Also, I realize, yes, this is a beta, but this is me putting my input in so the beta can improve before launch, FYI. I want to talk about a little bit more about what they say here. They say Halo Infinite team has also resolved issues with the following challenges which were causing progress to not be tracked, and then list a few challenges here. They also talk about additionally XP boost will now last for 1 hour rather than 30 minutes. Quite a short time regardless, honestly, considering that big team battle maps or games usually last about 17 to 20 minutes, something around that usually is my average. The end game tooltip may continue to show 30 minutes as their expected rotation, but it is fixed to 1 hour now. As a result of these changes, all progress on the daily, active, daily, and weekly challenges will need to be reset. The weekly challenges are going to get you ahead faster than really anything else will, but still really not going to change things. They have improved the way that you get challenges a little bit. They've added some weekly challenges and they changed things around a little bit, but we're really looking at about a 7 to 8% improvement overall, if even that. That might be kind of being generous right now. Halo Plasma posted this, which I got a kick out of. He said, also changing 100 XP for 2 matches to 50 XP for 1 match is some Walmart level saying, OMG, look at this sell. Used to be 2 for $10 and now it's 1 for $5. BS. Ultimately, they want you to buy the battle pass, which, you know, costs 10 something dollars, right? And then they want you to rank up with 200 XP points, or whatever the currency system is, rather. So they actually want you to spend more money to get through the very, very small amount of rewards throughout the battle pass, which I haven't even started complaining about the battle pass. When you actually look at it, there is only a handful of shoulders, helmets, and armor pieces. We're talking about under 10 over this whole battle pass. There is such a small amount, 200 hours of game time. I can't really express how much better the rec system is at this point. At least with the rec system, you had a chance of unlocking stuff. With this, you just have to spend real money. This is a bigger paywall than the rec system was, because at least with the rec system, you had some chance of getting recs by playing, and then you could actually unlock cool stuff. This guy on Reddit says this, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the XP changes made progression even worse, and I would actually personally agree. I would agree to this, because based on this chart that we see, this basically outlines everything really well. Again, this isn't counting in like weekly challenges or daily challenges that you can basically play outside of what you want to play, how you want to play, like get 3 stalker kills. Even if you don't like using the stalker rifle, you can play that way. If you hate that challenge, you can spend IRL money to swap that challenge, which is what they're hoping for. But by the way, this isn't even getting into the huge falling out with like the fact that no one's really talking about it. People are starting to talk about it, and I think the fact that Season 2, if you don't know, is delayed by 3 months, we are going to be stuck with this same content for a long time. Season 1 is going to last quite a long time, I think 6 months here before Season 2 arrives. We do have new information about the Fractures event named Tenrai, or Tenrai, I don't know, I probably butchered that. But yes, the new pictures confirms that there's a lot of new armor coatings coming in, including the event armor, which is really cool, samurai-looking armor. So we know that all this stuff is coming soon. There's quite a lot of cool pieces. Noah, which is the marketing lead for Halo, says events have specific challenges that will be marked in your challenge menu with a colored banner. Completing an event challenge will instantly unlock an event pass, reward tier, and award the challenge XP to your Season 1 pass, but the normal challenges will not progress the event pass. This new system is not great though, because one, it is very harsh, very grindy, and it promotes players to pay for things instead of just playing the game. This is to be expected because this is a free-to-play game, and I called this a long time ago, and I was just waiting throughout yesterday to see how this progression system was actually going to turn out, and I'm glad that I did, because it looks like you have to play over 4 hours a day for this new progression system to actually have any benefit or impact. And even when it does, we're talking about a breadcrumbs. By your 30th match in a single day, you're going to only have about 150 more XP, and each rank is 1,000 XP. So we're talking about this system literally incrementally improving after 30 matches about 2% better. It does give the appearance that it is better, and I am hoping that this is a mistake. I am hoping that this is just an error, that 343 is a little bit overwhelmed, and they don't know what they don't understand their own system maybe, and that they just messed up here. The alternative possibility, which I rather not believe, is that 343 is more worried about making people feel like they're progressing than they actually are, and thus still succumb to buying IRL, using IRL money to buy things like the $20 armor coatings that we are now seeing. Notice that they didn't actually talk about armor coatings. They completely avoided the subject. They said that they would explain more upon, closer to launch, but they never really did. And now here we have $20 skins, which is really a bummer. To be expected, because this is a free-to-play game. And I want Halo to make hands over fist money. But the fact is that the customization system has been completely wrecked. The progression system as well. Customization and progression have been wrecked. And this is not really an improvement that I was hoping for. And I actually figured out the other day, you can actually boost your rank up. You can go up your battle pass by spending credits, with real money. You can actually spend 200 credits to go up one whole rank, which I think is like $2 or $3 or something like that. But my friend actually spent $90 and got himself up to rank 60 something, which I thought was pretty crazy. And I realize this is a free-to-play game, but I really wish that there was a little bit of time that we could have reacted to this, because this is the time to react to microtransactions. We had no idea any of this was going to take place until the game dropped. I mean, obviously, we knew some things were going to happen. I had my suspicions. We knew some details, but this really, all these mechanics and how the system works was kept under wraps, and we only had suspicions on how it was going to work before now. The thing that I find a bit disastrous about this is how little the game has launched and how much 343 is asking us to play just to unlock something that we paid for. I feel like it's just like a really weird. I know free-to-play games are like this sometimes if they don't know what they're doing. Most notably, I think PlanetSide 2 is really bad with this, but this is outworldly. This is almost Star Wars Battlefront 2 level grind. I will say, I will give 343 some credit. There's no pay-to-win thing that I've seen. I don't think it's possible. All the stuff that you have to grind for is just cosmetics and progression. As a closer to this video, I will say, yeah, I could be wrong. I probably am about the XP system being fixed, or maybe even being worse. But I will say this, the fact is that this game, what just launched, is something that we waited 6 years for. And there doesn't seem to be much content in the game. In fact, a very small amount of customization, very small amount of modes and maps, and literally every part of this game is just bare bones. I'm glad that the game itself, the core gameplay, is super fun, and I believe this game has great longevity, but it's just kind of disappointing, you know, that it just launched with such little content. And it's already showing signs of being grindy. But I am grateful that 343 is listening. They're trying to improve the system despite the only way that they're going to make money on multiplayer is these microtransactions, and you have to respect that to a degree. I think just as a Halo fan, this is something that's going to be hard to get used to, and this is the future of Halo, and hopefully it pays off one day. I think maybe in a year or 2 years this game will really start shaping up, but until then, I really hope some new content comes soon. Like, I think November 23rd, some new mode elimination and something else is coming, as well as some new content, which will help a little bit. But still, Forge really needs to get here fast. I will see you guys soon. Take care. Let me know your own thoughts down in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the content and want to see more from Halo Follower, and I will catch you guys in the next one soon.